Hey, what's going on, guys? Retailator here. Bringing you guys a new video on Ace 3. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to hear about the backstory of Ace 3. Me being a Arma 2 player, when this got announced about a week or two, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was extremely excited to see the Ace 3 and in Arma 3, as I had already been using AGM as part of the First Ranger Battalion mods. I was hoping that Ace 3 would be AGM on steroids, and just played with it here for a couple minutes, and it has indeed delivered. So I'm just going to run you guys through a couple of the basics with the new Ace 3 system. So just as AGM and CSE, or CS, put the whichever one of those two it is, it does indeed have a medical system. So here, I binded my self-interaction key, and you can be looking anywhere when you do this. It doesn't matter where you're looking around. Simply hold down your interaction key. If you release it, it shuts off. So if you hold down your interaction key, you'll get this cool 3D pop-up menu. So up here you have your explosives, and I have a cell phone on me, so I could call in a IED or something if I wanted to. You also have a medical system, which I'm going to be showing off on an AI here in a couple minutes. As you can see here, there's lots of different types of bandages, tourniquets, and it's a little bit more advanced than AGM. I haven't used CSE at all, so I don't know how advanced that was compared to AGM. But this is more like the Arma 2 Ace. The next one is team management. Just like in AGM, you have your you would be in a team. You could also join up people's teams. It's extremely good with Shack Tech mod if you don't use it already. Here you can leave the group, or you can join into any of these teams. You don't have to every time you want to go back. You can just look over. Just here's some gestures. So I'm going to say follow and my hand gestures. There you go. Got some nice cool little gestures. Yeah. Also equipment. Cool little GPS here. You can see a bunch of stuff. This was also added in with it. I'm running nothing but Arma 3 and Ace. I'll go over the weapon boxes here in a moment. Put my earplugs in. If you don't know what earplugs do, they basically stop your ears from ringing after a amount of fire. There's also a kestrel. It detects wind, so you can see there's no wind coming from the north there. There is wind coming from the east, wind coming from the south, and it looks like wind from the west. Simply come down here to close it. Next thing is another feature that was in AGM, is your check temperature of your weapon. So we'll do this little animation, and then up in the top right there, it shows how hot your weapon is. If you've been firing for a while, your weapon will be hotter than if you were holding fire. So up here there's also a surrender option. I'm going to do it in first person here. So as you can see, I put my hands behind my head, just like so, and I've surrendered. To stop doing this, you just come in here, you see all the options are gone except for stop surrendering. And I have my gun back. Alright. So now I'm going to show you guys some of the add-ons that are in the weapon boxes. Starting with the Ace miscellaneous items. Here we have a vector, the rangefinder. Simply just a type of rangefinder. I believe you can indeed laser designate with it. Not 100% sure on that, I haven't played with it too much. But it also has thermals, and it doesn't look like you can zoom with it. Useful tool though. Here we also have a lot of different flash suppressors for your weapons. Go and throw one on here so you can see what it looks like. So in first person there it is. Go and shoot. take it off. It does a little bit different. Really quickly, I'm going to go over here and capture this guy, and I'll show you guys the interaction system with other AI. Just like in AGM, you can indeed put your weapon on your back and draw it using hotkeys selected. So it looks like there may be some bugs with the interaction system still. This is a civilian. I'll test it on those blue 4 players here in a moment. Here you can see you can zip tie them just like in AGM, and you can free them, take them, and escort. Just gonna go ahead and move him right here. Let's go and check out the interaction on these guys. So this one's a bit better. Oh, okay. It's how close you are. So if I was back here, it would just show interactions. Let's see, yeah, so it would just show interactions, and the closer you get, you can see, you can actually look at the bottom, or the body parts. So you can see here, right arm, tap shoulder if you'd like to, tap shoulder. You can bandage up their head, check their response, blood pressure, pulse, all of that different stuff. So there is no bug, it's just simply the distance you are away from them. Here's another cool option, is frisking somebody. This was in AGM, and looks like they implemented it over. Back onto the weapon boxes. So here we have our flash suppressors for different calibers. Also have some laser pointers and the Kestrel for wind, as I showed off earlier. We have some UAV batteries for laser designating, some map tools, which here you can see I am indeed running just Ace, and it looks like they have indeed updated the maps. I don't know if this is for every map. I haven't tested it with modded maps yet, but this is how the Stratus Island is looking now. Down here you have a cool little thing. I don't know if this was already in. Here's my compass. I just have it over here. So you can read your distance and how high you are in hundreds of meters. So as you zoom in, you can see the roads are definitely more outlined, as well as the contour lines are much easier to actually read. Can actually tell where valleys are now. I know in original Arma it's kind of hard to tell whether it's a valley or a hill without actually getting the numbers. It also looks like they have removed it telling you where the grids are on your mouse cursor, which is nice. Back into the box here. So below these map tools we have the micro dagger, GPS, we have some night vision goggles. Now the difference between these are Generation 1 are going to be older night vision goggles. They're going to be more grainy, same as Generation 2. Generation 4 is the only pair of night goggles that I know of that are not grainy, and are actually clear, just like standard Arma night vision goggles. Wide goggles are grainy as far as I know. Here we have some 2D sights. I'm going to test out this 2D one here, and I'll put this one on my carrier to test out in a moment. So you can see it looks just like a normal RCO. The only difference is that in this sight, you can see that the sides are there, they are just darkened out. If I was to look at this player, you can see him up in that shadow there. He's just darker. Looks like they've also updated the sight itself and made it look a little bit nicer. Let's go and test the picture-in-picture version. So I'm not running my picture up all the way. Let me go and turn that up. So you can see here it's actually using the picture-in-picture instead of just the normal Arma scopes. Like that player there, he's all grainy there, but here he's clear. Interesting. So here's some more sites that also have these features. A spare barrel, if you have a machine gun, it is useful to swap your barrel. If it gets too hot, it'll begin to melt and jam up. You can swap your barrels with the spare barrel. They do weigh a lot. Altimeter watch is to use right there to show your height, descent rate, and time. If you were parachuting, it would be a very useful tool. An IR strobe, it allows you to be seen by a flashing beacon at night, only through night vision goggles. Cable ties are obviously to restrain people, as I've done to that civilian. M57 and M26 firing devices are used to trigger explosives. The fusel kit is pretty self-explanatory. These were all in AGM. Dead man switch, if you die, it automatically goes off. Cell phone, you can trigger explosives. Earplugs to stop the ears ringing, and just a standard watch. Here's some different types of magazines. I haven't looked through weapons too much. I will here in a moment. It looks like they also have some non-steerable parachutes here. And stun grenades. So, they do have a lot of stuff from AGM, but also a lot that is new. The one thing that I really like the most is this whole system right here, and the self-interaction system. I think it's a very cool feature to have that sort of 3D effect there, and it's unlike anything I've honestly seen. So onto the medical box here. It's got its own custom look, which is called an air supply crate. These are all under ACE if you go into the ammo boxes. So here we just have some basic bandages, so packing bandage and elastic bandages. Those are all different types of bandages to heal up wounds. A tourniquet is to stop bleeding if you're missing a limb. Morphine, stop severe pain. Atropine, apparently NBC scenarios, I'm going to have to look up that one. I'll have the ACE 3 link here so you can go look up what that is and let me know in the comments below. Epinephrine, it will sort of boost your heart rate and it'll wake you up if you were passed out. And the plasma and saline and blood, those are all used in restoring your blood. Basic field dressing is just a quick bandage apparently. And a personal aid kit. It's probably used for just various smaller wounds. A surgical kit is for advanced healing for medical treatment, and a body bag is to cover up dead bodies. I'll have to get a backpack here in a moment. On to just a couple of the weapons real quick. I'm going to see if there's a backpack in here. No, there's not. Okay. I'll go and empty out my vest. See if I can grab a body bag. So you can't interact with items here. As you can press an interaction key and nothing happens, just the red circle comes up. You can interact with boxes, and I'm assuming most items. Here you can see if I look at the box, you have to be pretty close, but you can drag and carry the box in this interaction menu. Here I have a body bag. Alright, now I'm going to take this civilian and I'm going to injure him with a handgun. I already have one. So there, I just shot him in the leg. I do have the ACE modules on, so you can hear there he groaned. You do have to have the ACE modules on your mission file to load any of this up. So as you can see here, he is dripping blood from his leg. I'm going to go ahead and interact with him. Look at his right leg, and there you can see his injuries. He has bleeding, he's in pain, and he has one velocity wound that is enlarged. So I'm going to go and use a packing bandage. Here you can see it says bandaging, and done. So if I look at him again, it says he is in pain, no injuries. So I'm going to go and give him some morphine so he's not in pain. And check his right leg again, and he is good to go. So as you see, you could go all around the body, and you can see the last couple things I did to him underneath there. See, I bandaged him and gave him morphine. Here you can see what he had done to him. He has 1x morphine auto-injector. So here I'm going to go ahead and free him. I'm going to go ahead and show off the body bags next. Okay, so as you can see here, he's passed out. He is not yet dead. I can't actually use my inventory on him. So if I look at him now, I can go through his body and address his wounds as needed. So as you can see, he has lost a lot of blood, so I'm going to go tourniquet his leg. Is an animation, and I'm applying the tourniquet. That's all I'm actually going to do to him, just to show off the features around him. You can, even indeed, while they are down, you can interact and you can drag them. You can load them into a vehicle if you need to. Okay, so it appears that the civilian is now invincible. I'm going to go ahead and try to give him some morphine to kill him, because overdosing on morphine will kill them. As you can see there on the floor, it leaves behind some remains of auto injectors around, and some bandages there. So here you can see he has 22 large wounds, and he has died now. So as you can see, I injected him with morphine, and he had a seizure. I'm going to go and put his body in a body bag, and now you can see it has removed his body and put down this body bag here, just so you don't have to look at the dead body. You can move these body bags using the interaction system. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video on the new ACE medical system and game system in a whole. It's a mix between CES, CSE, the medical system that I didn't use, and AGM, with the help of a lot of the ACE 2 devs. This just came out today, last night I believe. It's now available in Play with 6 and Armaholic. I will have the links in the description to the main ACE 3 page, and also to the download link on Armaholic. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please press thumbs up. If you know what atropine auto-injectors do, please let me know, because I have no idea what an NBC scenario is. Alright guys, see you in the next video.